G'day trendsetters, welcome to the 2021 Mountain Bike World Championships. It's nice and early here. E-bikes have first practice of the day, so it's pretty slippery, but we're going to give you a look at the EMTB course here at Val di Sole, Italy. It's quite technical actually. It's got a lot of niggly little climbs. It's got a couple of really steep ones, as you can see on the hillside in front of us. We pretty much just go up and down that for the whole course. There's no faff like the XCO course. There's plenty of tech. There's plenty of goodies kicking around. A couple of sneaky lines here and there. It was the second day of practice yesterday, but first day of practice for myself. So a bit of a cruisy start there, which is going to be savage and hurt. Hopefully you can see as we pedal into the sun here. Up this little four cross bit, which is a bit quite simple, but with 40-50 dudes trying to get in there first, it's going to be quite hard on race day. So a little bit of a climb, small rest as we come up the four cross, and this little pinch here. So this pinch isn't too much, but right about here is where you start to feel it, and you've already been going for a minute or so full gas from the gun. So it's going to be a bit of a mess coming into the start here, but hopefully it'll all figure itself out. So for this lap, we're going to try and take all the A-lines for you guys, have a bit of a look-see around. Race day is Friday afternoon at 4:45 p.m. European time. So a tight little corner there, nice and steep. I'm on full power the whole lap. So full mode 5, we've got a 51 cassette with the bigger derailleur. Try and maintain my cadence, get up and over everything and stay on top of the gear. Try and miss out on a bunch of those big rocks. So now we're going to start to drop into the real tech little janky bit. And that sun is quite bright. Here's the first little one that's quite hard. I've dropped my seat down, get a bit more traction in there. Little inside line. You might be able to see all these spiky little green things that are pretty hard to navigate actually. So we're gonna get up here. This is, oh, I muffed it. That's a janky little bit. First gnarly little rock garden. This has caused absolute carnage the last couple of days. Heaps of people being carted out of there on an ambulance, so pretty wild. Simple if you know the right line, you can carry your speed, but catastrophic if you get it wrong. As you can see already, it's quite up and down as you do, but very tech. We're not moving real fast. The e-bikes seem to manage the steep stuff a little bit easier than the regular bikes. And all of a sudden, riding a cross-country course and talking becomes really hard. Woo! Oh! So, another big loamy descent. A few lines here, I like this one. Come down, carry some speed, up and over the bumps. These holes are just getting bigger and bigger as everyone practices it. Probably 3/4 of this course is the same as the cross-country Olympa, the cross-country World Championship course. So there's lots of traffic on it so far. It's holding up pretty good, but it's only Thursday. We race tomorrow. There's a lot more practice to go, so we'll see how we go. So this is the start of one of the bigger climbs here. It's quite a simple, smooth climb, but you want to really stay on top of your gear. Getting up here, like I said, I'm still in full power, using a bigger cassette I got to spin my legs a little bit quicker, stay on top of the power, not touch my brakes, be nice and smooth, or as smooth as I can. It's quite skinny actually, so when there's a whole bunch of people battling coming up here, it's going to be tough. And we're coming to this one. So once you get up that little section, got this big long drag, which yeah man, even on an e-bike it's pretty tough. Should be able to stomp this bit, stand up, smash out of the pedals, hit it pretty hard. The tricky bit is at the very top here. We got a tricky little drop. You got to set up wide. You got to grab a couple of extra gears, set up wide, French turn, drop in, carry on. So first major descent of the course. There's a couple of sneaky lines here, but the grass is still wet. I don't feel like landing on my head at 7:30 in the morning. So we're gonna cruise down here. This is like the old 4-cross track. So we come back down, kind of weaves in between. You'll be able to send that in the race day there. There's a double jump, there's a new double jump there. Oh, well, you'll be able to double that. I'll go outside, I'll probably go inside, to be honest. Sneaky little line here. We're up. We're up. So we're onto the 4-cross now. Couple of cheeky double jumps. Mainly coming through here to conserve your energy, because we've got a big, steep, biggest, steepest climb to come. So you're not going to charge down there too hard. Probably going to take a bunch of those insides so I don't ride as much real estate. And then this bad boy is tough. This is maybe a minute, maybe 2. Really steep. You really got to pay attention to your gearing, maintaining speed. There's a couple of lines here, but if you get a clear run, yeah guys, if you get a clear run, it's not too bad. Getting a clear run is the foreign scenario. This is going to be a bit of a mess coming through here, especially on the first lap. So it's quite tech. I'm going to sneak up the outside, try and get over that rock. Another big berm. What makes this tricky is that in between, you kind of go above the motor. In between those little bits, tech little uphill rock garden. So you kind of, the motor cuts out and then you keep pedaling and then it goes really steep again. This part is part of the cross-country world champs descent. So they come down this and we're climbing up it, which is pretty cool. So I'm not going too fast now because I'm talking to you guys and breathing out of every orifice I have. And tough little pinch to finish. So we're at the top. We're at the top now. Top of Val di Sole, XCO track, EMTB track. Quite pretty at 8 in the morning. We drop in. This is the last tricky little downhill. It's only short, so to be honest, there's only risk here to go full tilt. I'm gonna cut inside to inside, make the use of my bigger bike. So there's a nice double jump there, but right now that landing is ice and I'm not into it. So cruising back down, big flat grass turns, scariest bridge in the world with this rubber. And then that's the loop. We do a faffy bit around there, another big corner to finish, and that, Trendsetters, is going to be the 2021 EMTB World Championship course. So it's about 8 minutes long, maybe sub for a race lap. Not too sure how many laps we're doing so far, but beautiful conditions here in Val di Sole. Absolutely amazing. It's lovely here in the morning. Looking forward to get going for race day. I've got my Trance E29 prepped up, ready to go. We'll do a bike check on that later. So thanks for following, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on race day. Yo!